plot of Waste concerns an idealistic politician, Henry, who has come up with a scheme, quite a brilliant scheme, for the disestablishment of the Church of England.
On his way to that, he stops by a little dalliance with a woman and manages to get her pregnant. You know, he thinks that he's found a party girl and ends up becoming associated with someone who's quite mad and not going to behave in a way that he wants her to, and it ends up derailing his career and his life.
We know that Harley Granville Barker knew lots and lots of politicians. He was quite familiar with several prime ministers.
Barker had certainly, got his echoes, his parallels, I think, very accurate. So the political world in the reality, as I say, was similar.
The play was banned by the Lord Chamberlain and not given a licence to be performed until 20 years later. And the Lord Chamberlain's office are very clear in the correspondence that the play has been banned because of its description of an abortion.
But of course there is the theory that to have the play performed would expose politicians as normal and as morally ambivalent and sometimes corrupt as many non-politicians. And I think at the time, the censor could have thought that to show the public that would be appalling.
The play was written in 1906, but not first performed. It was then heavily revised in 1926. So historically the play touches on many decades of the beginning of the last century.
It's not a post-war play in that we don't reference the First World War, but it has the atmosphere of the sense that every idea is up for grabs, that everything is in a very fluid state, the rights of women, the disestablishment of the church, that everybody is fighting for definition, I think.
I think the play has sort of reversed itself into even more resonance.
Stories in the press, sleaze, all that stuff, that's as old as time in politics, so it's very much current in that regard.
And you can imagine these emergency meetings of groups of, now it would be PR people and spin doctors, but then it was the cabinet meeting unofficially to go, what are we going to do? This wonderful moral genius that was going to save our party has turned out to have this terrible, terrible flaw that can't be mentioned.
It's the establishment against the little man, the personal versus the public, and how different those are, and how an establishment can smash something with great ease, which could have been beautiful.